Good day. This is your Barbadian apple project guy here in Barbados, trying to successfully grow and fruit what we refer to here in Barbados as English apples. Okay, and just want to give you an update, brief update on my earlier project as it relates to my apple trees. Okay, I've been doing lemon trees and other soursop, sugar apple and so on. But I want to update you on my earlier project with my English apple trees, as we call them here in Barbados. Okay, so far I've done 2 sets of ear layering. In the first instance, 2 died and 1 survived. I'm going to show you that one. I've taken out the pot and put it in the ground, and then I'm going to show you the other 3 that I have in pots. I'm hoping that they survive. When I took them off of the trees, they had little or no roots, but I'm seeing something's positive. So I'm going to be showing you these things shortly. So let's go. Yes, so I'm going to take you now to see the ear-layered apple tree that I have placed into the ground after removing it from the pot. It had significant root development. Okay, and this is the tree that I earlier. This was in the first batch. This is the only one that has survived. I had it in a pot. I brought it and I put it into the ground. During the time it was in pot, there was no new growth, but it remained green, so I knew that it would survive. Okay. Shortly after I put it into the ground, I realized that I'm seeing some new growth for the first time, as you can see there. So I'm remaining hopeful that this apple tree, which was not propagated by seeds but by a process called ear layering, I have almost 95% sure that this one is going to survive and it's going to shoot up in the air just now. Okay, here are the other here are the other 2, this one here and this one here. There is another one that I'll show you shortly as well, but these here came from the second batch. In the first batch there were 3 that I ear layered. 2 died and 1 survived. I'll show you the one I survived that I have in the ground, and these ones here came from the second batch of trees that I ear layered. Okay, this one here I'm not holding out any hope that it will survive. It's drying. It had some leaves at the top. They started to dry, and I realized that the drying was coming down. If you look at it closely, you will realize that it is drying, but I'm still holding out some hope because I scratched the bark at the base and it is still green. So maybe not, but I'm not holding out my hope based on past experiences. Okay, right, so the other one, which is this one here, as you can see, the leaves are still green, and it has been a couple of weeks now since I have taken these off the tree and I've put them in these spots. Okay, this one I believe would survive because of these here. Okay, if you look closely, you will see these streaks going through the pot, and those things there are roots. And when I took this off the tree, they had little or no root development, just one little root. Okay, but now it is clear, as you can see, that the roots start to develop and to spread out. Okay, and this tree for certainly this one is going to survive, and in a couple of weeks time I might be taking it out of the pot and putting it into the ground. Okay, but this one I know will survive. I give it a 95-96% chance of surviving once the roots are developing. The plant will survive. Okay, but this one here, as I said, the top started to dry, and the drying was coming down. even when they put it into the pot, when they took it off the tree, there was evidence that the root had started to rot somewhat. I don't know if that kept on during the air process. Maybe the soil around the area was too moist. I don't know, but maybe kept it on too long. But as I said, I'm not keeping my fingers crossed that this one will survive. Okay, but in this sort of business, anything is possible. Okay, I'll show you now the other one that I've lured. So yeah. Okay, and this one here is the last one that I lured. The top there was starting to dry, so I took it off. I want a lot of energy going into the root development, and the leaves are still green, even though there's a drain at the end. But the trunk is still green, and I believe that this one will survive 60-70% chance. Okay, so until next time.